It was a dark fall night in the 1960s of London. The weather was chilly and damp as the wind blew around my lone house on the street, chilling all the plants as they swayed back and forth in a fashionable attire, as the trees themselves danced and appeared to talk with their leaves rustling in the darkness. I had prepared to leave to meet my good old friend Joe in a dinner party, to toast his send-off to New York. I had to leave at 8 and would be back only around 11, so it seemed only plausible to me to hire a babysitter for Mike and Josiah. Mike, the energetic 4-year-old, was scampering about the room, bombarding me with questions until I told him to go switch on the old television. I asked 7-year-old Josiah to help him set it up, as we scarcely watched the old television, gifted by Margaret to me on our first wedding anniversary. Every now and then, tears come to my eyes, remembering her heart attack 2 years back. I told my kids that a babysitter would be coming, which they didn't mind much. It was 7:15, and I was waiting for the babysitter, Shelly, to come, before I changed and got ready. There'd been word of a kidnapper cum murderer in these parts, the notorious Susan Joseph. I didn't feel safe with her in London, so, just to be safe, I hired Shelly, who said she'd arrive at around 7:20. I heard the dong of a bell and knew Shelly had arrived. I opened the door to a tall, beautiful woman with the most magnetic pair of green eyes, exactly like Margaret. I stood there, transfixed, thinking that Margaret's angel had finally come to visit me, but I snapped out of it. I let her in, but she didn't speak. She gave me a pretty smile and sat timidly on the red cotton couch. There was silence for 2 minutes when I finally spoke. "You're Shelly, right?" "Of course. I like how the house looks." "Thank you. My wife decorated it." "Oh, where's she?" I looked down. She understood. "I'm sorry." "How did she—" "Heart attack. It happened 2 years back. It was very sudden, in the middle of the night." "What was her name?" "Margaret. We met in college and married 3 years later." "Oh." There was silence once more. I could hear the fizz of the television and knew that Josiah and Mike were watching television. "You know, you look a lot like Margaret." "I do?" "Yeah." "Say, why are you going out? I don't mean to intrude, but—" "Oh, dinner party. I'll be back by 11, as I told you." "These kids are very noisy at times," I said, lightening up a little. "Well, I can manage. They can pretty much wake up the neighborhood if they find out that they didn't get their favorite flavor of cereal." "Trust me, I've been through worse." She laughed, and so we talked. Her voice was smooth and sweet like honey. I watched her in a daze, full of interest in every word. Our conversation continued and spiraled away, to sports, to the future, to the kids, to the clothing, to everything. I finally gazed down at my watch and noticed that it was 5 minutes to 8. "Oh no. I'm sorry, but I have to get ready now." "Oh, well, okay. I'll introduce myself to the kids then." "Sure. That sounds lovely." I gave her a grin and rushed to the shower. I took a very quick bath as I heard the running of a vehicle nearby. Strange, I thought. Some people have no choice but to drive around in the middle of lonely, deserted streets. Occupied by these thoughts, I quickly dressed and changed and was ready by 8:15. I walked out of the hall and into the living room, where Josiah and Mike had been watching TV. "All right, boys, Daddy's gonna go—" The hall was empty. They would probably be playing a board game, the 3. I went upstairs. No one. I called out their names. The loud words of Josiah, Shelly, and Mike echoed through the house, which suddenly looked so lonely. I was beginning to worry a little when there was a knock on the door. All my worries washed away as I opened the door to Shell. A young girl of mid-20s stood there, her face looking very worried. All my worries washed away as I opened the door to Shell. A young girl of mid-20s stood there, her face looking very worried. "Oh, Mr. Stevenson, oh, I'm so sorry. The traffic was unbelievable." Who are you?" "Who am I?" she giggled. "Sir, I'm Shelly Jackson, the babysitter. Forgot me already?" "What? You're not Shelly." "Yes, I am. Listen, I know I'm late, but please don't cut my wage." No, I let Shelly in. Who? I'm Shelly. She was beginning to get impatient. What? No, I ran around the house, screaming the names of the boys. Shelly followed me around, confused, but I ignored her. I ran outside, but my car was gone. Beside it was a little note. Thank you, Mr. Stevenson, for letting me in. The boys are with Margaret now. Yours truly, Susan Joseph. I stood there, on the lone road with a confused Shelly, where Susan had driven off. The boys would be with their mother by now, with God. I thought I'd finally seen Margaret's angel. But in truth, it was a demon.